Hello, my name is Lady Perez. I am going to talk about bilingual education in Colombia. Particularly Spanish English bilingualism has been privileged. This is seen as providing access to high life visible socially accepted for bilingualism, leading to the possibility of employment in the global marketplace. In contrast, bilingualism in minorities, American incredible languages has been generally undervalued and associated with an invisible for bilingualism related to underdevelopment, poverty, and bad workness. And the idea is that the recognition of linguistic and cultural diversity in a can lead to the recognition of the importance of tolerance and respect for others. However, in really, particularly during the last few years, when talking about bilingualism or bilingual education. The central focus is on one language in particular, English, as Silvia Valencia explained. Uh, my opinion about the statement. According to reading, in our country, bilingualism is related to the learning of another language, such as Spanish, English, other foreign language, and the indigenous language of many reservations and communities are not necessarily considered as from us bilingualism. It is important to recognize that they has made some progress in the implementation of constitutional principles of linguistic and cultural diversity through the education policy. Directed by the Colombian government that benefits to indigenous and minority communities present in the national territory. Traditionally, there has been great concern about the acquisition of the English language, living inside the neighbors language which are part of our culture, identity, and differentiated as from the other nations. That is why it is important that in Colombia that is adequate educational reform that is equitable and that allow all the language and culture represented in the country. Bilingualism in Colombia, 1.2 million people speak English. The English proficiency index EFI, EPI, which rank 63 nation, place Colombia in the lowest country with a deficit level ranking 42 and D with 48.54 person. And the main promote the national bilingual program. The objective is to guarantee that Colombia citizens can communicate through English and competitiveness in the international market. Uh, and the question we can ask, how far bilingual education program for the majority language speaker in Colombia today are are actively helping towards the creation of more understanding and more tolerant society, and not only providing a way to better a job and a higher standard of living for the graduates. Author sharing bilingualism. Munoz defined it as an active process of communication and interaction between cultures for the mutual enrichment. The emphasis in his seemed to be reproducing on the interrelationship, but culture benefits from the process. Marcus argues that those who come into touch with different cultures should value the tension generated by contact between these traditions and see it as a mechanism that force one to a certain degree of universality. Colombian as a multicultural and multilingual nation, requires a language policy that takes into account both and of words looking globalized world and attention to local complexity. A bilingualism program in Colombia must take into account the country of cultural identity, incorporate aspectos such as tolerance and respect for cultural diversity in the acquisition of a second language without moving away from one of roots. Undoubtedly, bilingualism can give us an advantage in finding a job as well as allow us fulfill our labor and academic expectations. Moreover, in the workplace, bilingual professionals receive higher salaries than other professionals.